Hi YouTube, my guest on this vlog is Nathan Edgell. An honour to interview him on Wreck Fishing Channel, best known for catching big pike. Sponsored by Fladenfishing for the last 5 years. Nathan's proud to be a part of a brand that listens to sponsored anglers and encourages new people into fishing, as well as some higher end tackle too. Nathan just loves river predators, pike being his first love, whilst catching wrasse off the south coast shores keeps him busy in the summer. The Edgell Bomber became a lure in production in his name, and his Facebook page, Adventures of a River Piker, has an amazing 27,000 followers. But catching big fish doesn't necessarily give you popularity. I count Nathan as a good friend. His relaxed and often comical demeanour makes for good watching. There is a serious side to Nathan. We just haven't seen it yet. Hi YouTube. Okay, back with Wreck Fishing. Right, I'm just going to have a quick chat with Nathan. Okay, so I don't know where he's gone. Where's he gone? I told him to come here. Come here! I told you to come here! How many more times? Oh. Come, go sit down.
All he's done is nag me.
I can never get him to sit down. He's just one of them people. Just never stops.
Oh, I gotta go.
Oh, mate. I'll tell you what, that was a tough fish today, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately.
It was a tough time. I mean, we had loads of fish, but it was hard work.
Only the one chub.
You don't fish like that normally all the time, do you?
Yes, yeah. Everybody thinks it's easy.
Well, there's a lot of walking.
Pike stuff rivers, you just turn up, catch pike. Not that we were fishing for pike, we were fishing for chub and perch, and that wasn't even, that was plan B.
Yeah.
So we were supposed to be on the coast, going for some wrasse on the lures. And
so windy.
Wind, rain, spoiled the plans.
It did, didn't it? It was a shame.
So we got Sean out on the river, working hard.
At my age. Yeah. I mean, hopefully you can see in the film.
And all he done is moan.
Climbing over, God knows what.
Oh, it's like so
oh no,
so
I'm an old
slow.
boy now. I'm an old boy now, you know?
Oh.
I'm carting about all the equipment and everything.
I've seen quicker tortoises.
I still caught more than you though.
Yeah, you didn't. I don't think you caught more or bigger.
I'm going to edit this. So it comes out that I do catch more, you know that?
Yeah, no, I bet you did.
I've got to look better than you know? It's my channel, right? Oh, mate, fantastic.
But there's a message in it, isn't there? So, you know, there's always a plan B. You can always get out,
That's
catch
it, yeah.
some fish,
You've got to have a plan B, haven't you?
have a laugh. And,
yeah. Well, my sea bait's gone to waste.
You're going to have to...
but it was wild.
Yeah, you bought some bait as well.
It's wild out there, isn't it? It's wild.
It wouldn't matter what you bought.
It's not worth it.
No.
It's not worth it. You better off just going like we did.
And, can I just say, viewers, and then he slept in this morning.
I did. You come a long way in your fishing, haven't you? Because me and you go back a few years, right? I let everyone know.
We do, yeah.
We do go back. I mean, I made you famous, right? Let's not forget.
Infamous.
I mean, you know, listen, I'll tell you what, it's great to see you inspire people. You inspire me to go out fishing sometimes.
Do you really?
Not a lot, but sometimes I look up on the Adventures of River Piker and on the Facebook page and I think, oh, do you know what, let's go.
Yeah.
Do you know what, let's go. So I could do this. I could just go up and go, just grab one rod, that'll do.
Yeah, well, it's a bit of a myth, you know, because people think you do it for that. You know, I can quite honestly say, hand on heart, if cameras, social media, pictures, magazines, all that stuff ended tomorrow, would I still go fishing? You're bloody right, I would.
Yeah.
But then, you know, that's all.
I don't go for the big fish. I go just to fish.
Well, we know that.
Yeah, there won't be many big fish on this channel.
And not of what we caught either. No. But, no, that's right. But, you know, again, every single fish is hard won. You know, it takes effort, it takes dedication, commitment, enthusiasm, passion.
Yeah, you shouldn't be out fishing, but you are.
Stubbornness. You know, and when I used to write a lot more, I'd say, you know, the hardest thing was getting the time. You know, just getting the time to be able to go.
Yeah. God forbid you should have a family.
I know.
God forbid you should have other things to do in your life.
Yeah.
And sort out other things.
Yeah, no, that's right.
I mean, if you manage to make time for your fishing, it's a sacrifice in some areas. It's got to be, isn't it?
But I love it. You know, just sitting there thinking, then, you know, everything about it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, from the moment you go to bed the night before, and anglers will just identify with it. It's like You know, where am I going? Where am I going? What do I need?
I bet pound to a penny, every person I'm speaking to on this camera right now is thinking the same thing.
Yeah. But like I say, it's so for me, it's the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the night before. You know, trying to get to sleep when you know you're off, and then it's like, you know, where do I go? What do I need? I've got to take this. I've got to take that. And then that's it. So you arrive exhausted, but that's part of it. You know, it's part of it, and that's why I called my thing Adventures of because it's an adventure for me. You know, it's like picking where to go. You know, and then it's everything. It's the mud, the blood. You know, getting burnt, getting stung, getting cut.
Yeah.
You know, and that might not be for everybody.
It's not everybody.
But for me, it is. You know, breaking the gear. You know, and then, you know,
for a lot of people, it's just a relaxing. This means different things, doesn't it?
Other
people just sit up on a lake and they're sitting out and it's a relaxing day out, catching a few fish.
And for me, it's not. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's great for my soul and my spirit, and that's why I go and I love it. But it's more. If it was just about catching a fish, I probably wouldn't do it. I don't know if it was just about that, because you know, all that stuff comes, and I ain't even caught a fish. Yeah. You know, but that's all part of it. You know.
Yeah, you're right.
And the other thing is, you know, you get to play with all the stuff.
Oh,
you know what I mean? This reel, that reel, this line, you know, this
fun,
weight, this lure, this, that,
finding out
tinkering,
what works.
and then, like, you know,
I'm finding out what's rubbish.
Yeah, and that's what it means. You get to play with all the gadgets, all the little bits and pieces, and all that.
Yeah,
you know,
that's why I bought my kayak.
And then you might
even more bits and pieces to buy.
Oh, yeah, you've got more.
Yeah, even more bits and pieces to go out.
Yeah, and there comes the phrase, all the gear and no idea.
True. He's been caning me all weekend. It's, you know.
Whereas, not one to blow my own trumpet, but I have not so much gear, but a bit of an idea sometimes. But
yeah.
But it's great fun.
It's immense fun, isn't it?
Yeah. And I quite often say, and I do it on my Facebook posts. Have you seen this sort of when you watch the football matches? And Ray Winston, who you look a bit like.
Thanks, man.
You sound a bit like him.
Thanks, man. What, younger Ray Winston?
Yeah.
He's a lot older than me.
He comes on, you know, and then you see that thing on the gambling adverts, you know, when the fun stops, stop.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's a great slogan for fishing.
For fishing, yeah, you're right. Yeah, isn't it? You're right.
Like when the fun stops, stop.
It's a great analogy.
And that's why I ain't stopped yet.
Yeah.
Because it's so good fun.
It's such good fun. It wouldn't have been fun down here today, though, would it? On the, you know.
Well, it still would have been. You know, it's what you make it.
It's what you make it.
That's right. Yeah.
We must be getting old that we worried about the weather.
I wasn't. You were.
Yeah, that's not because I could have died.
Yeah. And probably could have.
Dear me. Oh, don't. Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
But it's been. I mean, always, you know, when I come down here, he always tries to make out that it's, you know, his fishing's really tough. I'm sure it's not quite as bad. I'm sure he doesn't go to some of the places that he takes me because he knows that I want to go with that impression that, you know, it's really tough.
No, it's tough.
But then again, I think to myself, actually, I've seen quite a few of these waters around here, and I'm thinking actually probably is quite tough and a lot tougher than what my waters are. Put it that way. As in access, getting over stiles, barbed wire, you know.
This time of the year.
Mud that is almost like quicksand.
Yeah.
You know, it's,
6 foot stingers.
Yeah,
jungle water. If you go fishing on the rivers, I mean, I've hardly don't know. We went yesterday as a plan B, but I've hardly done any on the rivers this summer, and it's just chub and perch really. Trying to leave the pike alone, but you know, no one's told them. So
personally, I've not caught hardly any chub, and it's something that I need to rectify. I was unlucky yesterday, but I'm like, I feel like I just look fantastic.
Yeah, they are good fun. If you know,
fight like mad as well, don't they?
Yeah. They're just so spooky. That's the thing. You know, you sort of really need.
Yeah, you know you've done well, didn't you?
Your proper stealth, proper stealth skills. To,
yeah.
You know, and I'm not the. Like I say, I've hardly done any of it really. You know, most of my chub have come accidentally.
Yeah. Just by using lures more. Now you were a bait angler, weren't you?
Yeah.
As such.
Well, no. Since I started, I've always lure fished.
Have you?
Yeah.
Was you lure fishing in the early days?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But it's taken a long time, and it's got to the point, you know, and you have to come down and do a proper pike this winter, if you know, or in the winter. Well, to be honest, because I used to live bait all the time.
Mm.
And now I haven't live baited for years.
And you really? No.
No, because it got so good with the lure fishing. And the lures are good, you know, as well, sort of thing, that you don't really need to.
You don't need to, no. And of course, it's so much more accessible in the sense that you can sit in the back of your car. You don't smell a fish.
No.
She doesn't moan when you come home.
No.
You know, the gear is minimalistic as can get.
Yeah, cover the water, you know, and
you cover all the water.
especially if you're constrained by time.
Yeah.
You know, and
It's a beauty, isn't it? Like we said earlier, you know, you haven't got time for this, you haven't got time for that, you've got family issues, stuff gets in the way, work, God knows what. So even if you can get an half an hour on the right day is better than all day on the wrong day.
Yeah.
So just as many half hours as you can get in. What, an hour? It's an hour.
Plus, I'm a great.
An hour. You can catch your PB in an hour.
Plus, I'm a great believer in luck.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you make your own luck a bit, but you know,
Yeah.
you can be the best angler in the world, but it's better to be.
You've got no luck.
You better to be lucky than good.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah, but then a lot of that's down to the angler, isn't it? You know, as I've said, I've done a couple of talks for the pack for you, as well as numerous other ones, and I always say in it, you know, 90% of the big fish are caught by 10% of the anglers. And there's a reason for that, you know, and it's dedication.
Yeah.
You know, be willing to go to any lengths that other people aren't willing to go to. You know?
Yeah.
And that's not necessarily breaking rules, it's more just time. Putting the time.
Time is a massive factor, isn't it? 100%.
And that's what dedication is.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Being stubborn and just pushing yourself beyond the limits that you wouldn't. You know, and like you say, that's not for everybody.
No.
But that's the beautiful thing about fishing. You know, it means so many different things to different people.
You can take from it what you want.
Yeah.
If you want to be that angler that goes out catching big fish and you can afford to put the time in, then quite possibly you will.
Yeah.
And if you want to just be that part-time angler, just goes out, just have some fun,
Yeah.
and catch a fish or not, you can do that as well. If you want to get away for a whole week, go and camp by a lake,
That's
and
why
fish,
you know,
you can.
That's the beauty of it, isn't it?
If you want to jump on a boat, there's so many variables, isn't there? So many
well, that's
variables
it. You
for
know,
fishing.
and yeah. There's so many disciplines. It takes a lifetime.
And disciplines of species as well. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, to sort of be accomplished in them all. You know, for me, you know, it's about sort of really staying local. You know, enjoying the waters that are local to me, and
I think it's right that you know, if you're hunting for predators in the winter's a tough time. Some of these places are quite remote where we're fishing for predators. You need inspiration because, my God, if your heating ain't working that day, if something's happening, you know, if you're having a bad time in the winter time, it's fishing. Really, fishing.
Oh,
you know, so you need that inspiration to go. Oh, right, pick up. I've got to go down the river. Let's go. You know, and it's freezing cold, and you might roll in your boot, and you need to go out and buy some more boots, and you know you're going to get soaking with cold feet that day if you go down there.
Sponsorship.
But it doesn't. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you think Nathan Edgell's just put up a lovely picture of a huge pike. I can't go and try and catch one myself. Let's go.
Yeah.
If I don't, if I don't, I don't. But at least I had to go, kind of thing, you know.
And it is, you know. I mean, that's the thing. It's sort of like I say, it doesn't really matter whether it's summer, you know, it's hard ground, stinging nettles, everything's trying to bite you, sting you, cut you. You know, it's the same in the winter. It's up to your chest in water, flooded, you know, where you can normally walk through in the summer.
Yeah.
With a pair of trainers on, you know, you're up to your waist. You know, your bag's in the water, all your stuff's wet. You know, you're fishing for maybe one fish, one take.
Yeah.
You know, it's proper hard work.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's not easy.
No.
By any means.
So, okay, you're this very well-known angler now, okay, with a huge following on Facebook, with your Facebook page, Adventures of a River Pike here. Guys, go and have a look at that. It's fantastic. So, do you actually catch any small fish?
Yeah, people sometimes comment that. And yeah, of course I do. You know, and I post them sometimes. You know, if I've gone out in the wind and the rain in January, you know, and I've worked 6-7 hours of lure fishing. You know, you can't even feel your fingers, the braids cutting into your hands, etc. You know, just all that stuff that goes with it. And I catch a 6-pound pike. If I want to post a picture of it on Facebook, I will. You know, and I do catch small fish. But you know, I know this is sort of now turning into a bit of a pike thing, because obviously I love fishing for pike. what you tend to find is, it's like you. I mean, look at me and you. Right? Now, I ain't saying that you're a bit bigger than me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but you're that £25 pike. I mean, you've got reserves.
What are you saying?
You've got reserves.
Reserves
So when
for
that half pound cheeseburger comes along,
Right, yeah.
you ain't got to nail it.
No.
You haven't.
I was saying.
But now me.
So the analogy is because I'm a fat kid.
Now me, I want to get like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I live in a harsh, hostile environment.
'Cause you're a bit younger.
I'm younger. I'm lean. You know what I mean? I want to get the £25. So as soon as that thing comes along, I'm having it. I'm hungry. And I'm on it. So what you tend to find is a small fish, of course you catch them. They're first on it.
Yeah, first on it.
But if you keep going fishing as much as you can, short sessions, whatever it is, then you'll hit the river on a day when you want that half-pound cheeseburger.
Yeah.
And everybody else is getting out of your way.
Yeah.
Because you are
you're
the
top dog.
apex predator.
That's right.
And you're going to take that,
Yeah.
And then of course I'm there with my lure.
Big lure or little lure?
Big lure.
Big lure.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, there's days.
Big lures catch big pike?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and everyone's an expert. And I never profess to be one in my own experience. So
if you haven't caught big pike for a while, that day when you think, oh, I just need a fish now, do you think like that?
Yeah.
And you'll scale down the size of your lure?
Yeah, no, I'll try everything.
Try everything, yeah.
But as a standard rule of thumb, the biggest, brightest, ugliest thing I can find in my tackle box. So if we just... So we're talking 300 grams. Orange. Bright orange. 300 grams.
That is big, Nathan.
Give him something worth moving for. Look, you can see Alice he's trying to get it.
Give me it now. I want to have a look at it. Give me. Look at that.
Stunning,
You're chucking it out with a beach caster, right?
No. Flatten the rod, 300 grams, 7 foot, 2 piece. You put 10 pence on the back of that. As you reel it in, it will not come off.
No, you can see that, can't you?
But I mean that's sort of not for everybody. And to be honest, I haven't actually used this one on the river yet. Been using some smaller ones.
You haven't?
Great. No. Got it in lockdown.
Okay, yeah.
So this is from Mel's Handmade Lures in Ireland, and they're awesome. They do a smaller one as well. This is the mama shad, but he does a baby shad, so I've got some of about. But But yeah, no, just as a standard thing, in nature, give them something worth moving for.
It's mad, isn't it?
Now,
obviously, there's thousands, millions of lures, right?
Yeah, most of them are in here.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I can see that. To me, I think most of them will catch. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I think you're probably right. And and again, it's not about ego and blowing your own trumpet.
No.
But I've gone out with people. We can be using the same lures, and yet one of us will catch more fish.
So it's more how to make that lure work properly.
Yeah. So it's
how
all
it
about
was built.
It's all about technique. A lot of it's technique. That's not to say that some lures aren't better than others on given days and all that stuff. But a lot of it is, the speed of the retrieve. Where you're having your rod, the actions you impart. Thinking like a fish, no matter how weird it gets. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do
lure in the water.
That's right.
Coming back to you.
And knowing the river or wherever you're fishing, so that there's
what's happening to the
it's
environment.
3 foot.
Working your lure.
You've got 3 foot above that old weed bed, but then it drops off to 6 foot. So when I come over the top of that weed bed,
you want to
slow down my retrieve so it drops it down.
Yeah.
And just all those little things at different places.
Yeah.
Which can only really be gained by experience and knowledge. And practice. So anybody can do that.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You don't have to be.
That's right.
Really big potatoes.
No.
You just need to go out there and and that's the thing. For me, everybody can get out there and catch fish. You can go to Chew, get tickets and catch a £40 pike if you're lucky.
Yeah.
But to be consistent, to do that. Consistently, year in, year out, takes a bit more.
That's right.
Because luck's only going to go so far.
Yeah. Could you have 5 lures for the season? You could, right? Yeah.
They wouldn't last that season.
No.
Well, they might if they.
You'd have lost them.
Well, yeah, probably. Yeah, I mean that's the other thing.
Well, if you invited me out, they'll obviously end up with a trade and you would have lost it. Yeah, so
I caught a lovely chub yesterday on a little rainbow, little ladybird salmo lure. So, because I just caught this chub on this lure, I said, give Sean the rod. Right, you have a go now. So, puts the rod right up behind and just casts it as hard as he can straight into a tree. I mean, at literally 100 miles an hour, just smashing the lure.